Okay, everybody, this is our Cali-Blitz. It's our lightning round. We go 1 to 2 minutes. I bring up the topic. I bring up a question. Tyler gives his thoughts. I give my thoughts. If it's pretty deep, we'll give 1 or 2 more thoughts, and then we move on, people. You better be quick here, Mr. Tyler Collins. Cali-Blitz number 1. Kamala Harris is reportedly weighing a 2026 run for California governor, a decision critics see as a fallback cushioned by her name recognition rather than having a clear vision. She thinks she can win this race is what it boils off to. What does she need to do real quick, Tyler, to win?
Well, she says she's consulting her inner circle, but I think she's really just consulting the wine bottle. But she's got to fix her word salads. That's number 1. I don't know.
No, that's true. Logic would dictate that she would do that. But I got to be honest, Tyler, with the way the CAGOP runs these state level and governor campaigns, I think the state is so blue that her name recognition may win out. I hope I'm wrong, but that's statistically, that's I see how it goes down. The CAGOP has a shot if they put up a conservative candidate who goes into deep blue districts and is able to rally Latinos in their home districts. Your thoughts before we move on?
That's what has to happen. The GOP really has to get its act together because you're right. She is just going to rest on her laurels of her name recognition, which very well could carry over to the top.
Do you think this is our best chance at the governorship since Schwarzenegger?
Well, logic would dictate that. I mean, obviously, we won't be running against an incumbent, so that's always a plus. But the numbers speak for themselves.
True. We are deep blue. All right, Cali-Blitz number 2. A proposed state audit of the California Healthy Youth Act, which is sexual education courses, aims to track compliance and opt-out rates, stirring fears of privacy invasion and state overreach. The problem here is they're asking for an audit, and that looks great on paper, Tyler, but I think it's a potential Trojan horse, not today, but tomorrow, because the next thing they're going to ask for is who is opting out, because we need to contact and talk to those individuals. And for the sexual courses, they want to push because this suit is being brought, or recommendations being brought by an LGBT organization, or the state legislature is backed by an LGBT organization. It really deals with sexualized courses on homosexuality, transgenderism. It aims more to doctrinate impressionable minds than actually teach sex ed. And what I just said, people, that's documented fact that has happened, not conjecture. So I think they're asking for the numbers right now. Tomorrow they're going to ask for the family names. Your thoughts? Am I right or wrong on this?
Yeah, that's a dangerous path if they can see who is opting in and who is opting out. I wonder if that happens the way you say it is, that we're going to have eventually some equal protection suit, because you might be able to say that's political discrimination. You could have some other sort of protected class and say that these students who opted out are being treated differently than the ones who opted in. And so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
that's a good point. I have not stayed at a Holiday Inn recently, so I can't give you my legal discourse. Cali-Blitz number 3. Fresno's $12 million racism rodeo. Fresno Unified's $12 million program to boost Black student academics has sparked accusations of racial favoritism and a lawsuit claiming it violates sexual equal protection laws. Now, what this is talking about is they're saying, hey, you don't get a pass here just because you're Black. There are poor Latinos in the same boat. There are poor whites in the same boat. That schools should not be segregating this like this, that you can help them all out at once. And by not helping others out and only focusing on one culture, that is blatant discrimination. My take is schools, doesn't matter. Schools want to churn out indoctrinated drones. So I would question what's being taught in that course anyway. But we need to be teaching STEAM. And I agree with this lawsuit merely to get all Californians who are struggling into that program. Your thoughts?
It's just insane to me that the progressive stance now is pro-segregation. Like, why? This is just, it's gone off the rails. But no, we should be focusing on STEAM, and regardless of your skin color, ethnicity, you should have the opportunity to take these classes.
Exactly. And STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. A lot of people hear the term STEM. We love the Californians. We love to toss in the arts. Cali-Blitz number 4. This was a good one. California councilwoman's husband arrested by ICE sparks immigration debate. So the ICE arrest of Coachella, is that how you say it, Tyler? Coachella?
Coachella. I haven't been to Coachella in a long time, but I think that's how you say the name.
So the ICE arrest of Coachella councilwoman Yadira Perez's husband, a Mexican national with a criminal past, has ignited debate over immigration enforcement and sanctuary state tensions. So my point here, Tyler, is simple. Just because somebody's been here for 20 years, if they're here illegally, they're here illegally. It's not relevant. And the fact he has a criminal record he's never had to answer for also justifies actions on this. Democrats have been historically lenient on immigration, whereas conservatives tend to want to follow the law. The reason this has become an issue to the audience was Roe versus Wade. Over 30 million African-American babies have been killed. They want an influx of illegals to eventually make them citizens to fill in their new voting block. That's my personal take. But getting back to this topic, I think that this is a product, Tyler, of us not coming to the table to work with Democrats, because Democrats want every illegal free, whether they're rapists, murderers, thieves, or whatnot, and they have forced the public into a corner to where now the public is now saying over 80% or 70%, just get them all out if they're illegal. Your thoughts?
Well, so there's two parts to it. There's the part about should we deport illegal immigrants, especially those with criminal backgrounds. And yes, if you're not in the country legally, it doesn't matter how many years you've been here. Especially if you have a criminal history, you should be deported. Now, the second part to this, and the reason it's in the news, is because this was Yadira Perez's husband, a Mexican national. And there's the question of whether this was political targeting due to her council role. And on that issue, I'm going to say that just like the Democrats went after Trump for everything because it was a political job, basically, is what they did. The Republicans who now have the power should not be targeting Democrats using certain laws for political targeting. So we have to hold ourselves to a high standard. You know, Trump said we need to end the weaponization of the FBI. And that means we don't want ICE to be a tool of political targeting. So that's not a good thing.
My question to you, Tyler, is he illegal? Has he broken the law?
Yeah. If they send him out with like a regular search.
That's it.
Are they going after him specifically?
One, it's not relevant. It's a talking point. Two, we'll never know. They want to make it a talking point. But at the end of the day, did he break the law? And does he have a criminal record? Yes, he does. They can prove, yeah, this guy's supposed to be deported. My issue is this guy may not have to have been deported had Democrats been willing to come to the table. Let's figure out a way to get the bad guys, keep some of the good ones, etc. Instead, it was all or nothing, and they're losing. So she can make any claim. She has no way to prove it, you know, and that's the issue. So she wants to make it a talking point. It's like, feel bad for me, and let's go after those vile, evil, supremacist Republicans. When at the end of the day, by law, they did everything by the book. You know, it becomes a he said, she said. All right, I think this is our final take of the night here. Key issues of the California Fast Food Council after 1 year. So 1 year in the California Fast Food Council has stalled on regulating worker conditions, fixating on wage hikes, and clashing labor and industry interests. So what this committee is supposed to do is better everything in the fast food industry, et cetera, et cetera. It's just more intrusion into the free market. So my take is simple here on this, Tyler, is this council does nothing but exemplify wasteful bureaucracy. They're draining tax dollars because, you know, there's some people getting paid on this, and they're achieving little beyond ignorant debates, likely serving as a grift for people who are on there, meaning, hey, I'm going to reward you. You're on this council. You're going to be paid this much. Markets should dictate wages and conditions through supply and demand, with regulation reserved for critical needs only. And pushing another minimum wage hike, Tyler, which is what is currently on one of the few dockets on their table, We saw that in Seattle a couple years ago. Businesses shut down. Yeah, I mean, they just closed down. In California, that will come. What's happening right now is thousands upon thousands of fast food workers are being let go. So this is what happens when you get government interference into capitalism. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I disagree with the minimum wage. You put floors or ceilings on prices, bad things happen. They have maybe good intentions, but it doesn't benefit the poor. It doesn't actually benefit these workers. So it's not a good thing. And like you said, this fast food council is a great grift for those people who happen to be paid to be on this. And it's interesting that they said they're still deliberating because of external factors like the LA wildfires. Give me a break. That was not the reason you weren't able to make any progress.
It kind of sounds like the councilwoman. Oh, it's because I'm a councilwoman you targeted me. Really? You have no proof. You're just throwing something out there. So you said something very important. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. I don't even think that's true anymore. I think these are just flat out grifts, some of these programs in there. Tyler, I will give you the final word on this since I jumped in with despite good intentions. Any final takes on where you're going to get your hamburger and what it's going to cost because of the food council taking care of us?
Yeah, I just want reliable prices, and I want people to be able to seek employment. And if you raise the minimum wage, you're going to be cutting jobs at the end of the day. So,
yes, you are. And with that, my friends, there you have it.
Hey everybody, this is Big John from Grumblings Media, and I just want to say thank you for watching our content. If you want to support our efforts here at Grumblings Media, just smash the subscribe button right here, totally free, or just go ahead and consume more of our great content. Click either one of these two boxes.